On BBC One shortly, Kit Jensen introduces this week's edition of Top of the Pops. And with the time now at 7:21, here's the mid-evening news on BBC Two with Angela Ripper.
Hello and welcome back to Top of the Pops. Unfortunately, I'm not the presenter, nor is it 1975. So today, I'm doing my own thing. Hi, I'm Nye, and today I'm trying to understand how media consumption habits have changed since 1975, and more importantly, how they'll change by 2075. What is the biggest difference between 1975 and today? The rise of mobile phones, of course, and the internet. According to Ofcom, by 2025, 80% of teenagers will rely on online platforms to get their news. In 1975, however, well, I wasn't there, but my grandparents were, so let's hear what they have to say about it.
Yeah, I used to listen to the news most nights with Mum and Dad when we was having tea. We used to have a newspaper delivered every day, but didn't really read it, not until I got older.
No, and I'd watch a bit of telly.
Yeah?
Blue Peter. The main news, never watched that.
Never watched it, so you wouldn't seek out anything, you wouldn't go out of your way to go buy a paper or to
Definitely
flick on?
not.
No. Definitely not, no.
Definitely not.
We knew about famine and things like that.
But you knew things were going off around the world, you just didn't actually sit down and watch it.
You didn't really give
in
them
my
monkeys,
house we used to sort
did
of
you?
sit and the news was on, so we had no choice.
So whatever your parents were watching on the TV was pretty much the only way you'd hear about what was going on in the world. That's actually kind of crazy to me. And to Jamie Brown, a 17-year-old college student who allegedly doesn't use his phone that much.
My main one's Instagram for my journalism, because I do mainly boxing, so I use a lot of Instagram.
I mean, Instagram wasn't even a thing 50 years ago. So what about trends? How did they come and go? All I know about trends now is whatever's blowing on TikTok for the week. But was it that different back then?
We were street kids, punk rockers.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
You know, you'd buy magazines like NME and things like that, and you'd follow what you'd call fashion and trends. But you'd get that through what they used to call rags, which were like little free magazines and things like that.
Yeah. I have to say, little magazines and fanzines sound way cooler than I'd imagined, even wilder than the fact that my grandparents were punk rockers back in the day. But back to today, how does social media shape the way that we interact with the world? Is it as much of a game changer now as TV was in the 70s?
Part of their lifestyle, waking up, check their phone, or even before going to sleep or something, they're always on the phone. I can't say anything, I'm the same. It helps me sleep, to be honest. It makes me go to sleep.
All right, that's enough about then and now. But what about the future? Now, I'm no psychic and I can't predict the future, but I can guess. As technology continues to advance, I imagine that the news will become even more tailored to us, maybe even through virtual reality or AI-driven platforms. But the real question is, will we still value the real news? Will there still be limits on how AI can report and shape the news? With the impact that AI does have, from deepfaked videos of politicians to popular influencers falling victim to fake videos, we really have no clue the direction that the world will go into, which is actually quite daunting to think about. Maybe there'll even be an event similar to the Industrial Revolution. The algorithm is already very personally tailored, but it may even get more personal, feeding you content that serves you exactly as you need it in a moment. It's hard to know for sure, but one thing's for certain, the way that we consume media will continue to evolve and it will look nothing like we're used to now. So I guess that wraps it up for this week's Top of the Pops. Hopefully next week we'll have the real presenter back, but for now, I've been Nia Sneath. See you soon. Bye.